Hello everyone and welcome to this week's healing session. Today I bring you a chakra inspired Reiki session. I'm going to be focusing today on your third eye, since this is the next one in our lovely playlist. Before we get into the session, if you really like my content, there's a bunch more on Patreon. We have more Reiki sessions, we have tarot readings, as well as shadow work and the coaching tier there as well. If you prefer to work more solitude wise, there's on the Patreon shop we have a ebook with shadow work prompts. Or if you're more into meditations, I also have a guided meditation for healing your body. Unless you would prefer to work more closely with me, I offer one-on-one Reiki sessions and tarot readings as well. You can shoot me an email to let me know that you're interested and we will set up a session for you. Let's get into our session. I'm going to be starting off with this candle. To light our incense stick, which is today a citronella scent. Let the smoke wash away all your worries of the day. Anything that might have put you into a bad mood, just threw you out of your usual alignment. Starting off with your intuition, it's gonna be strengthening that, and as well as give it a little bit of a improvement, so that when you start to notice your intuition more, and the more you follow it, the more trust you build around it. And we can use this lepidolite here to help out, give it a little bit of a boost. Pressing that deeper inside your mind. So the point here is to make sure that nothing is blocking your third eye. Any heavy energy that might have been residing within it is gonna be crumbled down. So we're just stirring that energy up a little bit. Next is dream connection, and for me here the most important thing for you guys would be understanding your dreams a little bit better, finding like the connections to your subconscious, like what is it trying to tell me, what is this reflecting that I've been ignoring in my awake state. So basically sometimes things we have been ignoring during the day, maybe some suppressed emotions, might come up during our sleep because our body is trying to get our attention towards it. And a really good crystal for helping with that is the amethyst, and a pretty good mirror it seems as well. It's gonna be focusing here all around your head area. We're just gonna make it more easier for you to decipher your dreams, find connections between patterns, especially if like one specific theme is constantly resurfacing, as well as repeating itself. I don't know, maybe it might be friendship, love, family matter, yourself. For example, for me, a really big theme that is always recurring, kind of like fighting, and in a way it's protecting others, protecting myself, in a way also proving myself. So when you start to notice these kind of patterns, it's easier for you to navigate your subconscious and realize what do you still need to work through in your self-concept. How do you see yourself? What kind of perception do you have? We're pulling this apart. Excuse me if you hear any loud noises. The building in front of me is being renovated, and live right across my room, so it's a little bit difficult to navigate through it. I'll try to edit out as much as possible, as always, but you know, it's okay. We can work our way through it. A bit more on it. I feel like this is something really important that we can all use to our benefit. Pulling it out a little bit more. Next is mental focus. I'm just going to be boosting that here a little bit. That motivation, that easier focus states. Shooting it out. So when you are in that mental focus on your task, your whole body kind of is immersed in it, and it's easier for you to stay in that mental focus and thrive in it, especially if you're studying or doing a important task or project. Next we have imagination, and here I just as well want to boost that. Imagination is really important in our community. It makes things so much easier for manifesting, but also like day-to-day life. It's easier for you if you see it in your head. It helps your body get so much used to it. For example, I started my driving lessons, I imagined myself driving a car. And so even though on the first lesson I was a little bit nervous on taking over the steering wheel right away, it felt super natural at the same time, and I actually got that response back from my teacher anyway, saying like, you're doing a really good job for this being your first time. And I knew in that moment it was because I imagined it. So I want you to start doing the same thing, like experiment with it and just make certain things that were difficult for you. For example, public speaking. I know I'm one of those persons. I hated presenting in front of the class. It would give me so much anxiety. If you imagine yourself talking to a bunch of people, when the time comes and you have to do it, it's just so easy because your brain remembers it as a memory. It does not know in that moment if it is real or not. So it's kind of like saves it in the subconscious as a memory. And I know a bunch of people have problem visualizing or imagining things, so I kind of like want to give you here a little boost. And I'm going on a tangent, I'm sorry, but I'm really passionate about visualizing because I noticed how strong it actually is. So I'm just gonna make it easier for your brain here to visualize. It's really natural for you. Also, as well as improving like the connection from like the left side of the brain and the right side. I feel like, well, I think if I remember correctly, like the right side is one for creativity, or maybe the left. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, please. But I feel like when they work together, that's the most effective in that moment, because your whole body just saves it up, kind of like stores it in your body. As I said with me and my first writing lesson, with it, even though I was kind of like anxious a little bit, after a while I got this overwhelming feeling of, this is so cool. It feels like I've been driving for like 10 years already. So it really is so effective. Kind of like here, grabbing the part of your brain that's responsible for imagining and visualizing, and in a way pulling it forward, making it more stronger, more dominant, building up that muscle of imagination. The easiest would be for you to constantly keep practicing that imagination. You don't even have to do it for long. For me, for example, I did like 1 minute of a visualization, and that was enough. And you do that every single day, and your brain is kind of used to that image. So try to do it at least once a day and see how quickly things kind of like start to get easier and shift. We're going into the next one, which is open-minded. So we're gonna use here a labradorite, and I just want you to be more open-minded to different ideas, techniques to help you improve your life, your mental state, your physical state, your spiritual state, whatever your reality shows you that you can start implementing, that you feel open to trying it out, and kind of like the judgment falls away. Pressing that deeper in. or I'd love to finish this out. Now you have a activated third eye. Let me know in the comment section down below how it feels for you, what kind of shifts you felt, what you're looking forward to from the intentions that we set today. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye everyone.